Okay, so this will be part 2 of the video. I was dropping the phone and I must have hit the camera button. Okay, so this is part 2 of my Uber for new people or people considering Uber. Okay, so now this was the message thing. Let's get out of here. And basically I can say, okay, thumbs up. Maybe. There we go. And then you just hit delivered. And then it starts finding you new jobs. I'm going to go ahead and, well, I'll just leave it there for a minute. I doubt if it'll find me anyone. Okay, so I just made $3.15. That's the minimum. It's a very short order. We'll see if I get a tip. If I were to bet, I would say no. I think those were high school, if not junior high kids. And I found now that I can relax and give you some more information, I found that people under 25-ish are less likely to tip. Okay, so let me show you some of the things on the app, and then I'll kind of tell you about my opinions and whatnot. Interestingly, like once I've done a job, I can't really show you anything. So I hope I showed you everything as I was doing it. But because I can't show you anymore. What I can show you, you're online. Here's where I am. It's trying to find trips. Yeah, that's really nothing. If I want to go offline, I'll hit that. Which, yeah, I'll leave it online. Maybe I'll do one more. I got to pick the kids up at daycare soon, but if one comes quickly, I'll do it. What else? There's not a lot to show you right here. If you hit this, it'll show you okay, that's what I made today, 7 trips, and I'll tell you like how long that took. If I hit that, hit earnings. Last one was $3.15, $9.31. Everyone with a check mark gave me a tip, and this is the total including the tip. So here's was a couple small orders. A typical tip is $2. I've gotten a couple $4 tips. This was interesting. The reason this is higher, this is the first time I got the notification, I hit it, and then I went to, immediately, I got another notification, I hit it again. I thought it was just a glitch, but it just said, go to Denny's. Okay, so I get to Denny's, and then when you, whatever you hit that says you're there or whatever, I can't remember, but I showed you earlier. There was 2 orders, and I'm like, okay, are these 2 for the same place? And it doesn't show you. It doesn't show you where you're going, as I told you, till you pick up the food. So I picked it up. It said go to this hotel nearby. I went there, and that was it did say that was just for one of his for Tony, I think it was. So I took Tony's, and then once I'd taken Tony's and hit delivered, it showed me Alexandria's, I think, was the next one. So that was interesting. The first two deals on one call, and it splits it up and shows you $8. They both tipped $4, which is better than average. That's how long it took me total. That's how far I went. I'm not sure if that's from where I started to the last, probably to the last, yeah, where I started up. I think I was at home when I got that one too. Okay, that's my wife texting me. Okay, so here you can read distance, time, minimum fare supplement, pickup fee, drop-off fee, tip 1, tip 2. That's unusual to see it like that, though, I think. Come on. I'm looking through the screen, so it's hard to see. Okay. Earnings. Now I may get a tip. If I do, it's usually half an hour or more later. I think the Uber app sends them, after they finished eating. It's like, hey, did you appreciate the service? You like tip? I don't know exactly what it says, but I know it's half an hour at least later. Okay, these are points you can get for being an Uber driver, and then you get different rewards that when I hit 100, I'll have something. This is new, literally since I started. This came up a couple days ago. It's snacks. And it says you can go to Subway and get a free 20-ounce drink. And I tried that today, and they're like, oh, we don't participate in that at this store. So I don't know how many stores I want to go in because it gives you a map. And it shows you all these ones. And I just went to one that was near where I was at, which I think was that one. I don't want to keep trying them all. I just happen to be nearby. But interesting thing, I don't think it'll let me go back. If I hit use it, then I have to close the app. It's a little glitchy. You have to close the app and restart it. Oh, maybe I do now. Yep, okay. Well, I think that's plenty. Now I can just tell you more information, I guess. Okay, the app is still running. Well, maybe it closed it. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to work now. No, is that for the one I just did? Let's see, it said $3 tip. No, that was not that one. I don't think that was earlier. I don't know. Well, maybe that was that one. Sometimes it takes a while for things to sync up. Yeah, see, it's not there yet, but it might have been that one. We'll see if I hit 50 today. Okay, I know I'm kind of rambling. I'm just trying to show you things I think of. Let me save my battery here. It is a battery intensive, but I just charged it home. Okay, so now let me tell you some more opinions. I like it. For me, I can do it. Oh, here's my commercial. Because I have such a fabulous life and I can do this in my spare time, and I'm a young man, 44. Not retirement age, but I am kind of semi-retired because my wife and I started direct sales Scentsy business 2012, and we built it up. And I was working at the VA and doing the high-paying job before, but I didn't like it. I was tired of it. Did it for 17 years. So I quit. I've been home doing this a couple years now. Well, no, I just started Uber Eats, but I've been doing Scentsy with my wife a couple years, and I've been doing a lot of the website stuff, but I'm not the best at it, so I think I'm going to pay somebody to help me out on that. And I'm just going to do Uber Eats. It's kind of fun and get a few extra bucks, a couple hours a day while the kids are at daycare, and then when they get in school, same thing. It is a little addicting, though. You get out there and I better get this one. It's another $3.15, plus tip. But anyways, that's my commercial. Go to my wife's website if you want some Scentsy stuff. I'll put the link down below. It's buyandsell.scentsy.u. I got a couple websites. I'll put a link down below. Okay, it's great products. If you want to buy it, go ahead. Even if you don't want to buy it, please go to the website and just visit it and stay there for a minute or so. That helps my page rank and so forth with Google if it has more visitors that actually stay. If you're just going to click it and then immediately leave, don't bother, because that actually hurts me. So stay a minute, literally a minute, maybe click a couple links, and that helps us. If you don't want to do that, no hard feelings. Okay, so back to Uber. Commercial's over. If you want to do this to supplement, do it in the evenings after work. That's, I think, good. I've only done it one evening because, like I said, I don't want to do it when my kids are home. But I did one evening. My wife and the kids had plans, or my wife was with the little one and the big one was at Awana, if you know what that is. Anyway, so I did it one night, and it was pretty instant orders. I only had time for 2, I think, but they came really quickly, which, like right now, I'm on and it's 4 o'clock and I'm not getting any. Usually I just do like 11 o'clock and then till 2 or 3 till it slows down. Yeah, I'm still on, just checking. So I think it's worthwhile. I'm doing it. I think it's actually good for somebody who is retired if you're comfortable with the app and driving around and navigating, or a stay-at-home mom. I think a stay-at-home dad too, if you're just want to make a few bucks. I don't think you're going to support a family with it, but it's a little extra money. And if you want to do it after work, you will just make a few money after work. I think in the evenings it's even better. Tucson, FYI, is about 1 million people in the metro area. That's including where I live, which is actually Marana, but it's all solid metro area. But it is kind of on the edge. A couple things I'll mention to consider. Because I'm kind of on the edge, I've noticed I get some jobs where I got to pick it up and go further. Now, maybe I would do that even if I wasn't, because the one I went the furthest, I was in a very congested part of town, a very busy part of town, and then I had to take it like 7 miles. I wouldn't have taken it if I'd have known that, because I had to go way down where I'd never even want to go that far. It's extra miles, it's extra time, and yeah, I still made money on it, but they pay higher, but I'd rather get 2 jobs that are close by than one that's far away. And you don't know that until you actually pick up the food. You don't know how far you're going to deliver it. Again, I still think I'm going to continue it. I still think it's worthwhile. I've only had like 2 jobs where I'd pick it up and go further than I wanted to go. Most of them are within reason. I've seen other videos telling you, how to get tips. Start texting them when you pick up the food and so forth. I'm not going to mess with that. I tried it, but the thing is, you can't message the person until you hit that you've picked up the food. Well, the app is notifying them of things. So if I'm a customer and I see somebody picked up my food and then they're messaging me just to say, hey, just wanted to let you know I'm on your way, I'm like, I don't care, just come. Don't waste time texting. Just get in the car and go. I only want to hear a message if there's a problem or if they can't find me or something. Or like I had to message a couple people because I got to the restaurant and they didn't have something that was ordered. So then I had to say, okay, I picked up the food even though I really hadn't, but that's the only way I can message the person. I actually think the restaurant can, but they say they can't. I think they just don't know how, because that doesn't make any sense that the restaurant makes me contact customers, see what they want. The restaurant should do that. I think I'm going to push on that next time and say, why don't you check and see if you can do it? I bet you can. Yeah, I guess I should warn you of the little glitches I've had. So that a couple times they didn't have something, and I just messaged the people and then worked it out. A couple times I showed up and the restaurant was like, we don't have any Uber orders. They don't exist. So there is a thing to hit help and actually contact